My treasured child, put down whatever you're holding because these words require your complete attention. Heaven's emergency broadcast system has been activated specifically for your coordinates, and the message I'm transmitting will shatter every limitation that has defined your existence until this moment. The tears you cried in your car after that devastating phone call last Tuesday didn't evaporate into nothingness. They crystallized into prayers that have been building pressure in the spiritual realm, and tonight that pressure releases in an explosion of answered petitions that will leave witnesses speechless. I need you to understand that your current circumstances are not your conclusion, but merely the dark before dawn, the silence before symphony, the emptiness before overflow. That bankruptcy filing that destroyed your credit and crushed your pride was necessary to disconnect you from systems that would have enslaved you to lesser dreams. The miscarriage that broke your heart into fragments too small to count cleared the way for the miracle baby who will carry destiny in their DNA. The friendship that ended with words that still echo in your nightmares removed someone whose hidden jealousy would have poisoned your coming elevation. Right now, while you're reading these words, angelic armies are dismantling strongholds that have existed in your family line since before your great-grandparents were born. The poverty mentality that makes you apologize for success, the sickness that strikes every firstborn, the divorce pattern that repeats like a scratched record, the addiction that claims one family member per generation, and these curses are being revoked by Heaven's Supreme Court. And you're becoming the generation where everything shifts from cursed to blessed, from broken to whole, from defeated to victorious. Let me reveal what's been happening behind the veil while you've been wondering if I've forgotten your address. Every rejection letter from jobs you were overqualified for was my protection from environments that would have dimmed your light. Every relationship that ghosted you without explanation was removed because I saw their true intentions that would have manifested after you were too invested to easily leave. Every business venture that failed, despite your best efforts, was practice for the empire you're about to build with wisdom gained from those experiences. The chronic illness that doctors can't diagnose, that mysterious pain that migrates through your body like it's searching for a home, I'm speaking to your cells right now, commanding them to align with my original design. Your DNA is being edited by my word, removing genetic predispositions and replacing them with Heaven's health code. The specialist appointment you're dreading will result in doctors unable to find what was clearly visible in previous scans. Medical professionals will use words like spontaneous remission and unexplainable recovery. But you'll know the true source of your healing. I watched you count coins to buy groceries last week, calculating which essentials you could live without, and I saw the shame that burned your cheeks when your card was declined for the third time this month. But beloved, I'm reversing your financial famine with 7 streams of provision that will converge into a river of abundance. Your phone that usually brings bad news will ring with opportunity. Your email that typically contains bills will deliver contracts. Your mailbox that carries burden will begin bearing blessings. Money that has avoided you like you carry disease will pursue you like you possess magnets. That toxic workplace where you spend 40 hours weekly dying slowly inside, your exodus is imminent. Either the environment transforms completely through removal of problem people, or you'll receive an offer that exceeds your current position in every measurable way. Some of you will discover that the side hustle you've been nurturing in stolen moments will explode into full-time freedom. Others will be promoted past those who've played politics while you've maintained integrity. A few of you will receive ideas that birth industries that don't yet exist. Your love story is being rewritten by Heaven's finest author. If you're single, stop preparing for another disappointment because the person approaching your life carries emotional maturity, spiritual depth, and genuine love that makes your past relationships look like rough drafts. If you're married to someone who feels like a stranger, watch as I perform heart surgery on both of you simultaneously, removing scar tissue and restoring tenderness you thought was permanently lost. If you're divorced and convinced love has passed you by, prepare for a second chance that proves some things are actually better the second time around. The anxiety that grips your throat at 3 a.m., convincing you that catastrophe lurks around every corner, I'm dismantling its fortress brick by brick. The depression that makes you question the point of continuing when nothing seems to change, I'm lifting it like fog retreating before sunshine. The PTSD that ambushes you with flashbacks of trauma you've tried to forget, I'm healing those memories, not erasing them, but removing their power to control your present. Mental health that has been your battleground is becoming your testimony ground. I know about the addiction you've hidden so successfully that even your closest friends have no idea about your daily battle. The pills you count and recount, trying to make them last longer. The bottle hidden in places your family would never think to look. The website history you delete with shame burning your soul. The gambling debt you've disguised as other expenses. I'm not here with condemnation, but with deliverance so complete that the substance or behavior that once controlled you will become repulsive to your renewed mind. Your gift that you've been too insecure to share publicly is about to become your platform for influence. The poetry you write in journals no one reads will become spoken word that heals hearts. The business strategies you sketch on napkins will revolutionize industries. The songs you hum in the shower will fill stadiums. The recipes you perfect in your small kitchen will launch restaurant chains. The teaching gift you've limited to helping your kids with homework will impact educational systems. You've been playing small with talents designed for global impact. Tomorrow morning at sunrise, declaration angels are being released to speak over your life throughout the day. Listen for my voice in unexpected conversations, through random songs that play exactly when you need encouragement, in license plates that contain messages meant for your eyes, through children who speak profound truth without realizing their words carry prophecy. I'm surrounding you with confirmation that this word is specifically yours, personally delivered, divinely timed. The legal battle that has drained your savings and your sanity is about to shift dramatically in your favor. Evidence that was hidden will surface. Witnesses who were afraid will find courage. Lawyers who seemed incompetent will suddenly display brilliance. Judges who appeared biased will experience conviction that leads to righteous rulings. What the enemy meant to destroy you with will become the very vehicle for your vindication and compensation for years of injustice. Your body that has been through so much, the surgeries, the treatments, the medications with side effects worse than the original condition, is entering a season of supernatural restoration. Organs that have been functioning at partial capacity are being renewed. Systems that have been compromised are being restored. Cells that have been attacking healthy tissue are being reprogrammed. Energy that has been depleted is being replenished. You're about to feel physically better than you have in decades, possibly ever. I see you looking at social media, comparing your behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel, wondering why breakthrough seems to visit everyone's address except yours. But beloved, your story is being crafted for maximum impact, and rushed blessings create weak testimonies. The depth of your valley has been proportionate to the height of the mountain you're about to climb. The intensity of your battle has been training for the magnitude of territory you're about to take. The length of your wait has been building momentum for a suddenly that will stun spectators. That dream you had last week that felt too real to be mere imagination. It was me showing you glimpses of what's already been established in the spiritual realm and is now manifesting in the physical. The number sequences you keep seeing aren't coincidence, but heaven's countdown to your breakthrough. The random thoughts about people you haven't seen in years are prophetic promptings to reconnect because they carry pieces of your destiny puzzle. Pay attention to patterns because I'm speaking through synchronicities. Your family is about to experience a wave of salvation, healing, and restoration that will become legendary in your lineage. The atheist who mocks your faith will encounter my undeniable presence. The relative battling terminal illness will recover completely. The family member in prison will be released early with transformation that impacts other inmates. The cousin struggling with mental illness will find stability and purpose. The grandparent with dementia will have moments of clarity to speak blessing over the family. Your bloodline is being marked for generational favor. Financial multiplication is arriving through channels you haven't considered. The hobby that costs you money will start generating income. The knowledge you give away freely will become premium content people gladly pay for. The problem-solving ability you take for granted will become consulting opportunities. The organizational skills that seem ordinary to you will be recognized as extraordinary by those who need them. The creativity you've suppressed as impractical will become your most profitable asset. I'm assembling a team around you that will accelerate your destiny by decades. The mentor with exact experience you need is being prompted to reach out. The assistant who will free you to focus on your strengths is preparing their resume. The accountant who will multiply your resources through wisdom is being positioned. The lawyer who will protect your interests is being aligned. The publicist who will amplify your message is being prepared. You're about to discover that success is a team sport, and your team is being drafted by heaven. The house you drive past longingly, thinking it's beyond your reach, Start planning your furniture placement. The car you've been nursing along, praying it survives another month. Your upgrade is in process. The vacation you've postponed repeatedly because of finances, pack your bags. The education you've wanted but couldn't afford scholarships and grants are being released. The investment opportunity you missed because of lack of funds, a better one, is approaching with perfect timing. Your ministry that has felt like you're preaching to empty rooms is about to experience explosive growth. The blog no one reads will go viral. The YouTube channel with 12 subscribers will hit thousands seemingly overnight. The book you self-published that hasn't sold will be discovered by someone with influence. The conference you've dreamed of hosting will materialize with resources you didn't have to generate. Your voice that has been whispered in wilderness is about to echo in palaces. I'm restoring years that locusts consumed, not just returning what was lost, but multiplying it exponentially. The education interrupted by life circumstances will be completed with acceleration. The career derailed by false accusations will be restored with promotion. The reputation damaged by lies will be vindicated with public honor. The relationships destroyed by misunderstandings will be reconciled with deeper bond. The dreams deferred by disappointment will be resurrected with divine momentum. Watch what happens when you wake up tomorrow. The phone call you've been dreading will bring unexpected good news. The mail you've been afraid to open will contain blessing, not burden. The conversation you've been avoiding will result in breakthrough, not breakdown. The meeting you're anxious about will produce favor, not failure. Every source of dread is being converted into doorway of delight. Your children are about to astound you with sudden maturity and wisdom beyond their years. The rebellious teenager will approach you for advice. The struggling student will discover their passion and excel. The wayward adult child will call with news of positive transformation. The grandchild you're concerned about will display gifts that secure their future. Your prayers for them have been accumulating interest, and the payout will span generations. I'm activating spiritual gifts within you that have been dormant since birth. The ability to see beyond natural sight into spiritual reality. The capacity to speak words that shift atmospheres and circumstances. The power to lay hands on sick bodies and watch healing manifest. The gift to discern truth from deception instantly. The anointing to break yokes that have held people bondage for decades. You're transitioning from believer to demonstration of my power. The business idea that keeps you awake with excitement but seems impossible to execute. I'm providing the capital, connections, and courage to launch. The nonprofit vision that burns in your heart. Donors are being prepared to fund it fully. The invention that could solve problems for millions. The patent process will flow smoothly. The artistic expression you've suppressed as impractical. It will find its audience and provide abundantly. Your dreams aren't too big. If anything, they're too small for what I have planned. That situation that makes you feel trapped with no options, I'm creating an exit strategy that never occurred to you. The contract that seems ironclad will have a loophole. The commitment that feels permanent will have an escape clause. The obligation that seems endless will have a conclusion. The prison of circumstances that appears inescapable will have its walls crumble. Freedom is not just possible, it's imminent. Your health insurance situation that has caused endless stress, resolution is coming. The medication you can't afford, provision is being arranged. The surgery you need but can't pay for, resources are being allocated. The therapy that would help but seems financially impossible, doors are opening. The treatment not covered by insurance, alternative funding, is manifesting. Your health and healthcare are both being addressed simultaneously. I'm downloading creative solutions to problems that have puzzled you for years. The answer will come as sudden revelation while you're doing something completely unrelated. The strategy will appear fully formed in your consciousness. The solution will seem so obvious, you'll wonder why you didn't see it before. The breakthrough will come through connection of dots that seemed unrelated. Confusion is being replaced with crystal clarity. The person who betrayed you and seems to be thriving while you struggle. Their harvest of consequences is approaching while your harvest of blessing is manifesting. Not revenge, but justice. Not retaliation, but restoration. You don't need to fight this battle because I'm fighting for you, and my victory is guaranteed. Focus on your healing while I handle your vindication. Your sleep that has been tormented by insomnia, nightmares, and anxiety, peaceful rest is being restored. Tonight you'll experience the deepest, most refreshing sleep you've had in years. Your dreams will be filled with divine strategies and heavenly encounters. You'll wake refreshed, renewed, and ready for the opportunities each day brings. Your bedroom is becoming a sanctuary of restoration rather than a battlefield of restlessness. The shame that has made you feel disqualified from blessing, it's being washed away by waves of my grace. The mistakes that haunt your thoughts, they're being redeemed for testimony. The failures that define your self-perception, they're being reframed as education for success. The guilt that whispers unworthiness, it's being silenced by my declaration of your value. You're transitioning from shame to glory. This message you're reading isn't coincidence, but divine appointment. Share it with 20 people immediately. Don't overthink, just obey. Each person you share with represents a seed planted in faith, and your harvest will be proportional to your sowing. Some will mock, others will ignore, but lives will be transformed because you obeyed. Your breakthrough is connected to your willingness to be a blessing conduit. The depression that has stolen years of joy, it's lifting like morning fog before sunshine. Colors are returning to your world with vibrancy that makes everything appear new. Laughter that has been absent is returning to your lips. Hope that seemed foolish is becoming your foundation. Joy that felt impossible is becoming your strength. Your emotional healing is manifesting as completely as any physical healing. I'm repositioning you from borrower to lender, from beneath to above, from tail to head. Your bank account that has lived in overdraft will overflow with abundance. Your credit score that has limited your options will be supernaturally restored. Your investment portfolio that doesn't exist will be established and flourishing. Your retirement that seemed impossible is being secured. Financial wisdom is being downloaded along with financial blessing. The ministry you've been resisting because you feel inadequate, stop running because I've chosen you specifically for this assignment. Your mess qualifies you for this message. Your pain authorizes you for this platform. Your journey equips you for this job. Your scars are your credentials. Step into the calling that terrifies you because I don't call the qualified, I qualify the called. Your geographical location is about to shift, either physically or in significance. Some will relocate to cities they've never considered. Others will discover their current location was strategic all along. Property will be acquired. Territories will be assigned. Boundaries will be expanded. You're being planted in the exact spot where your gifts will flourish and your purpose will manifest. The court of heaven is overruling decisions made in earthly courts. Verdicts are being reversed. Sentences are being commuted. Judgments are being overturned. Appeals are being granted. Justice that seemed impossible is becoming inevitable. Legal situations that appeared hopeless are shifting in your favor. Documentation that supports your case is surfacing. Your creativity that has been blocked by criticism and comparison is about to flow like rivers breaking through dams. The book will write itself. The music will flow effortlessly. The designs will manifest perfectly. The solutions will appear obviously. The innovations will seem simple in hindsight. You're entering a season of creative explosion that establishes you as a trendsetter rather than follower. The relationship that ended abruptly, leaving you with questions that torment you. Closure is coming, not through them but through my revelation of why it had to end. You'll understand the protection in the rejection. You'll see the blessing in the breaking. You'll recognize the favor in the failure. Your heart will finally release what your hands already let go. Tomorrow marks the beginning of acceleration, where time seems to bend in your favor. What should take years will happen in months. What requires decades will manifest in moments. Processes that normally crawl will sprint. Approvals that typically delay will expedite. You're entering a season of divine acceleration, where heaven's timeline overrides Earth's limitations. Your testimony is being written in real time, and it's going to become required reading for others facing similar battles. The book you'll write about this season will sell millions. The speaking engagements that will emerge from your story will take you globally. The ministry that will birth from your mess will impact generations. Nothing you've endured has been wasted. It's all been material for the masterpiece I'm crafting through your life. This weekend, something significant shifts in your favor. Document it because you'll reference this moment for years. Take pictures, save messages, record conversations. You're about to have undeniable proof that I intervene in human affairs, that miracles still happen, that promises in my word manifest in real life. The spiritual warfare that has exhausted you is ending as angelic reinforcements surround your life with impenetrable protection. The attacks against your mind cease. The assaults on your health stop. The warfare against your finances ends. The battle for your family concludes in victory. You're entering a season of peace that allows you to build rather than just defend. Your influence is about to expand beyond your current circle into spheres you haven't imagined. Your voice will carry weight in rooms you haven't entered yet. Your opinion will be sought by people who don't know you exist yet. Your wisdom will impact decisions that affect multitudes. You're transitioning from local to global, from unknown to influential, from hidden to visible. I'm establishing covenant with you that ensures your children's children will walk in blessing. The prayers you're praying now are securing futures you won't see with natural eyes. The foundation you're laying will support structures you won't live to see completed. The seeds you're planting will produce harvests for generations. Your legacy will outlive your life by centuries. The miracle you need isn't too hard for me. I spoke galaxies into existence with words. Surely I can speak solutions into your situation. The healing you need isn't beyond my power. The provision you require isn't outside my ability. The restoration you long for isn't too complex for my wisdom. Nothing about your situation intimidates or limits me. As you share this message with 20 people, heaven responds to your obedience with acceleration of promise. Don't edit, don't explain. Just share and watch what happens. Your breakthrough is connected to blessing others with this word. The seed of sharing becomes your harvest of receiving. I love you with an everlasting love that neither failure nor success can alter. You are engraved on my palms, written in my book, carried in my heart. Your name is known in heaven. Your prayers are treasured. Your tears are counted. You are not forgotten, not overlooked, not abandoned. You are chosen, cherished, and celebrated. The sunrise tomorrow initiates your new chapter. Tonight's sunset closes the book on your season of struggle. Between now and then, heaven rearranges earth on your behalf. Sleep peacefully tonight, knowing angels stand guard, and tomorrow brings breakthrough. Amen.